Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now an OG from Pacoima, Piru Bloods, who goes by the name G-Mac, explained his fallout with Wack 100 and what transpired after that. So let's get straight into it. Now before we get into the content, salutes and shoutouts to Rockstar 2800. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel for giving us the content today. Now G-Mac said after his fallout with Wack 100, he was slowly trying to gain his trust back from his hood. Now G-Mac said he was born and raised in Pacoima, and he didn't know nothing about Wack 100, but he hung around his two older brothers. Now G-Mac said his bond with Wack's brothers was so close that even Wack and his pops grew to be friends. Now G-Mac said because of the age difference between him and Wack, they didn't really know each other. And the only reason I got to know him was because he always tagged along with me and his older brothers. Now G-Mac said what really brought me close to Wack 100 was unfortunately Wack 100's parents fell victim to the crack rock. And G-Mac said his uncle, who lived in the same neighborhood as Wack 100 and them, came and scooped him up and raised him like he was his own. Now G-Mac said because Wack 100 lived in the same household as me, our bond grew closer and I started to look at him like a younger brother. Now G-Mac said even though he ain't cool with Wack 100, he's not gonna downgrade his gangster. And he said one thing about the 2Ps and the B, we don't recruit no busters.
Down the story how this just went rogue, homie. You know what I'm saying? But all before that, you can't erase nobody history. As him growing up, watching us get in and watching all the, the older homies do what they do. He mimic us and we'll sit here and, downgrade ourselves when we say that came in this as a buster. Nah, the set don't hire no busters.
Now G-Mac said the reason why every member from Pacoima Piru was solid was because at the end of the day, we from the valley and we had to show the LA Pirus that we just as vicious as them.
We from the valley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, we gotta hold this down.
Yeah.
We ain't taking no weenies in.
Now G-Mac said him and Wack 100 had an easy upbringing in their childhood because his uncles was one of them ones from that city. Now G-Mac said he got a strict and good mom. And when she found out her younger brother, which is G-Mac's uncle, turned him into a D-boy, she got on him and G-Mac admitted that he got jealous because that's when his uncle told him to go to school and focus on his studies, and that's when his uncle recruited Wack 100 and they hung out tough. Now G-Mac said he helped mold Wack 100 into the animal that he was in the streets because when they were younger, he used to slap him in the back of the head and pick on him a lot. And he said Wack 100 was known throughout our whole hood because he was a ish talker. And he said no matter how goofy Wack acts on social media, that can't erase his history. Now from the way G-Mac be talking, you can tell he still got love for Wack 100, but he's disappointed because in his opinion, Wack 100 let all of this internet clout get to his head. And he's causing too many unnecessary beefs with people that he don't really even know by dissing their wives and their dead homies. Now G-Mac ended it off by saying it's crazy how me and my uncle raised you and you didn't even look after us after you made all of them millions. And because of all the unnecessary drama that you caused on the internet, you're not even welcome in our community anymore. Now G-Mac says since he knew Wack 100 and ever since he banged the set, he was always solid. But somewhere along the line, Wack 100 let all of this internet fame get to his head. And because of all of the drama that he caused on the internet, our hood summoned me for the DP. Now G-Mac said unlike Wack 100, I showed up for my DP, and instead of getting DP'd, the older homies told me that they gonna let it slide this time, but if I hang around Wack 100 anymore, then they are gonna DP me. Now it's sad and unfortunate, and we see this time and time again, people losing friendships over the internet. Now G-Mac had nothing but positive things to say about Wack 100, and now that you guys heard it, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy News stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there.